All right. Just waiting to see who all's going to join before we open up anything. So I try to remind folks a few days in advance because I know last time I did live, it was hella random. It was like a few minutes in, but I figured if I give some advance notice, I'll get a little bit more people to join. Not expecting a huge crowd or anything, but um, I'm still kind of new at this live thing, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do all the settings and reminders and stuff. So now, since I kind of figured out how to do it, hey Judd, what's going on? Welcome. You're the first person here. Appreciate you joining. Um, I was just mentioning that I'm going to try to do the set reminders for the live stuff, and to make sure that people can know in advance if they're interested. And so this is like my fourth or fifth live thing. So I gave people plenty of notice that's interested in joining. So we'll see how that turns out. If not, oh well, it is what it is. So what's going on, Judd? How you been? How's life treating you? Really enjoyed that story that you have posted in Plastic Cannibals group. That was very touching. That's awesome. Again, I do appreciate you joining, even if you are the only person in the chat. I hope I put on a good show for you. So, what you got going on today? Anything exciting? I got to run a couple of errands after do this. You might see if I can see what else is out there. I am looking for a few things. Well, not a few things, but uh, pretty much the main thing I'm really looking for right now, as far as Fig Hunt goes, is the 2 pack of one of the campers, Kinji from the Camp Cretaceous animated series on Netflix, and it comes with the Scorpius Rex. Yeah, I think it's called the Danger 2 pack, I think. So I saw it once at Target, but the paint was so bad on it. It was chipping, in certain areas, and it just looked really ugly. I could deal with some mishaps and stuff here and there, but as far as like if it's like really noticeable, like you can see it from a distance, no, it's not even worth trying to pick up. You know, blemishes is one thing and all that, but just if it's very visible and you can you can see it before you get it in hand, then it's not worth picking up. So that's the only reason why I pass it. So I hadn't seen it since. So still hunting for it though. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Yeah, I mean, just to see something like that about the story that you told, it's very rare that you see stuff like that, and so it's very nice to see that. And Chargers and Browns, huh? Well, the Raiders play the Bears today, and but Chargers beat us Monday, so we lost to the Chargers. So hopefully y'all have a better outing against them than we did. We played like shit. It wasn't cool at all. But hopefully we have a better game against the Bears. I know that you're a Bears fan as well, so hopefully the outcome will be better in my favor. So, hey, Brad, what's going on? Appreciate you joining. Thank you. Thanks again. Um, like I had mentioned in the beginning of the video that I'm going to try to do reminders and stuff. I just learned, I figured out how to do it. So hopefully that, especially since I have access, or I'm pretty sure I've been had access to it, but the community page or section of on YouTube, I've been using that all week actually. So I just figured I'd start using that and things like that. So I'll give y'all guys a heads up. So um, let's see. Jed said, "Yeah, I agree with that. I hunted for 5 hours and found zero yesterday. I'm looking for those spawn figures in the second wave of Motu Revelations." I've actually, as far as the spawn figures go, aside from the Violator that I picked up, I actually seen two Gunslinger spawn, but that was like weeks ago. It wasn't any time soon. Recently it was like weeks ago. Because I do all my hunting on the way to work. I always stop at a Target or two, or maybe a Walmart or two on the way to work. That's pretty much my extent of hunting. As far as it's like every so often, or very rarely would I ever go out on the weekend or get a chance to go out on the weekend or my day off or something to go look for stuff, because I'm always doing other things. But uh, I did see. Then I went back earlier this week. I think it was like on a Monday. I think, and they had like the Raven spawn and the what you call it, uh, the one with the angel wings. I forgot the name of that one. You'll have to refresh my memory. But I saw those two and didn't get a chance to get those. And then like I went back, those were gone, but but I did see that Violator, and I was like, yep, I had to get that one. So I went ahead and picked that up. So that was a nice find. Um, I do want to add the clown if I see it. You know, I don't know when or if I'll see it. So, but that would be a pickup that I would like to get to go along with the Violator. So, anyways, so let's see. Let me check the chat one more time. Hey, Hot Cheeto Fingers, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Redeemer spawn, yes, that's what it is. Brad says I haven't seen the new Revelations figs anywhere. Howdy, Judd. Um, Yeah, I haven't seen the new ones either. If I have, I wasn't really paying attention. I just probably just just glanced at it. I'm also still looking for the retro Turtle Van and the Ecto One. So hopefully I see that. Um, but as far as and also I'm also looking for the latest wave of the Motu WWE figures, the one that comes with Andre the Giant, Sergeant Slaughter, Bret Hart, and Junkyard Dog. I think that's it. So, looking forward to getting those, and then I'm looking for the dreaded Wave 8, the final wave, final series of the Motu WWE Turnia figs. It sucks that they're not continuing those. I'm still bummed about that. Judge said, "Redeemer is the one with wings." Yes, yeah. What Brad said. Yes. But yeah, those as far that's the only ones I've seen as far as spawn goes. Um, like I said, like I mentioned, I do want to get the clown, and I did see a couple of reviews on it, and a lot of people liked it, but they weren't really too fond of the accessories that the pegs in the back, his backpack full of guns and stuff. So he wasn't really too. They weren't real too thrilled with it because they had issues trying to set it up correctly and it would fall over and stuff. But for the most part, it's some positive stuff that came out of it. Um, but other than that, as far as the rest of the wave, I might pick them up. I'm really curious about the Raven Spawn. That's the one I'm really curious about. Redeemer and Gunslinger. Um, I might get those, might, but more likely I probably won't. Uh, I don't know too much about those characters, but I do know about the Raven and Violator and the Clown. But let me cool. Hot Cheeto, are you going to do a review? Because I would like to see your take on it. I do want to show some pickups. I know that I posted in our little groups, and stuff. So there's a couple of things that I missed that I forgot to add in the picture. But I did pick up. I did find IG 11. So I don't really go for a vintage collection, but it's the Mandalorian, and this is the only thing I have that's available as far as 3 3/4 goes. I know there is a retro line, but I haven't really seen too many of those, just like figures here and there. And my thing is now is if I can't get a complete set, then I'm not going to even bother with it, because I gave up on McFarlane's Build-A-Figures sets, because if I can't get the complete thing, if I'm having a hard time finding the rest of them, even though I know I can ask for help, but still, y'all know me enough to know that I don't really ask for help like that, because 9 times out of 10 I see it out in the wild. And unless if I say, look, I cannot absolutely see it, then I'll just ask, for y'all to keep an eye out for it, and then when I can, I'll just PayPal, the funds to get it picked up. But y'all know how I operate. But anyway, so yeah, I finally have an IG 11. The only two things that I really want that I'm missing from this vintage collection is there's two of them. The armor, the girl that builds the Mando's armor, and then what's his name? I can't think of it. The villain. What is his freaking name? I can't even think of his name. The villain of the Mandalorian show. Can't even think. But I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure y'all will tell me in the comments. But also, I got this on clearance, and this is Doc Brown. Not, I guess it's like $10 off because the box is all beat up and stuff. But I do want to open this with you guys, so it'd be cool to check this out. I am looking for Marty too. So I would like to get. I'm not interested in anything from Part 3. So if NECA makes anything from Part 3, then I'm likely going to pass. But I do want stuff from Part 1 and Part 2. So this is my first Back to the Future figure, because we didn't get any figures from the original film, or any other film, should I say, except for the only as far as vintage goes, I don't think we did. And if there is some, I don't know anything about it. But anyway, so very happy that NECA is doing Back to the Future figures, get stuff from the original films. So we'll put this aside, open up later. I think I might have missed some comments. Probably won't review it. I'm on a hiatus. Oh, that sucks. I would love to see a review on it from you. Judge said, yeah, I'll be happy if I find Clown, Violator, and Raven. I got Gunslinger on the way. Josh Cox and the Cannibals. Man, that was a amazing deal that Josh Cox had with all his stuff that he was selling. What was it, like 8 figures or something, or like random figures for like the whole set for like $65 or something like that? That shit was crazy. So whoever bought that set or whatever, or paid the $15 to get random figures and stuff, that's an amazing deal. You don't see that too often, hardly at all. Hot Cheetos asked, "Are you keeping those mint on card?" Yes, sir. I am keeping these on mint on card. So When it comes to pretty much all my Star Wars that I have in my collection, they are all mint on card, all the little 2 packs and all that stuff. So eventually, one day, I will do a whole collection video. I don't have any vintage stuff as far as Star Wars goes. I do have. Well, I'm lying. I do have a few. It's like maybe a couple pieces here and there. I just have the village that's totally naked, has no accessories at all, just the tree stumps and the base. That's it. So I do need to hunt down some parts for it. Um, then I got a couple of Ewoks. That's the extent as far as my vintage collection Star Wars goes with that. The rest of it is like a few power forces sprinkle in here, and then all the stuff that came out for Rogue One, um, all the new movies, Solo and all that stuff. So I got all pretty much majority of the 3 3/4 stuff for that. That was just my way of my fandom of being a fan and just picking up all those up. That was pretty fun, when they had the product in stock at the time. Because I know um, when the Force Awakens came out, they made a huge deal. You could find toys everywhere, whether it was Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Target, Walmart. I mean, it was everywhere. Then after that, that shit took a nosedive. So next thing I want to show you is I got really blessed with this. This is the Shadow Warriors 2 pack. This was one of the things that I was looking for. I'm also looking for the Ultimate Edition of Casey Jones and April O'Neil. So I stopped at one of the mini WalMarts on the way to work that I go to, and I wasn't actually really looking for this, but I did go in the electronics section where the NECA stuff is, and just to see what they had in stock. And pretty much at this particular location, uh, the only 2 pack they had was the Pan's Labyrinth 2 pack with the Ophelia and the goat. And I'm really thinking about picking that set up. But I think Unboxing Art advised me not to because there are certain things that 2 pack doesn't have, like the individual releases do. So I guess that's why I haven't gotten it yet. But anyways, so I went there first, and then I went looked somewhere else, and I came back around because I was kind of, like I said, I was contemplating on getting that 2 pack at the time, and then some random guy popped out of nowhere with this in hand. He says, "Hey, are you looking for this?" And I said, "Why, yes, I am." And he said, "Well, I already have this set," and I texted my friend and asked him if he wanted it, and he said he doesn't collect Ninja Turtles, and so I didn't need it. So I figured, well, this is a good way to pay it forward, and so here you go. So that was so nice of him, to let me have this set. And should have asked for his name and maybe his number, in case if he could help me out finding some other things in the area if I needed anything. But I didn't. It is what it is. So that was just a random act of kindness from out of nowhere that some guy just had this in hand and he didn't need it um, and let me have it. So that was really cool. So that one's scratched off the list. So the only 2 things I'm looking for now, as far as this line goes, is the Ultimate Edition, Casey Jones and April O'Neil. Right. Let's see. Wow, looks like a lot more people have joined. Thank you so much, everybody that's joining. Let me go through the chat. Let's see. Moff Gideon. Yes, that's who it is. Thank you, Hot Cheetos. Yeah, so that's the only ones that I'm looking for as far as the vintage collection Star Wars goes that I need to catch up on is Moff Gideon and the Armor. One Man Toy Show says, I love, love, love Back to the Future. So I'm all in all the NECA Back to the Future figures. Yeah, I also have a set of those the animated animation figures that NECA did. I just wish, I don't think if they were going to do it, they would have put it out already. But I wish they would have done the Mandalorian that they showed at the Toy Fair at the time when they showed off all the animated stuff that they did. So that would have been nice to get that to add to the collection. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Matt Slam 13? Says, wow, right place at the right time. Thanks for joining. Harry, what's good, brother? Judge said all those toys are too new for your collection. Well, uh, yes, you're right. They are all too new, but there's reasons why they're in the collection. So you already know. Hector, what's up, Elite Legend Toys and Collectibles? Thank you so much for joining. Unboxing Art, what is up? Look at that sexy background. I know, right? I normally would have it. I would normally have it in another position where I would show this whole entire wall, but my room's a little full right now. So, so when I did that toy video, it was nice and spacious. I had room to walk around and everything because I had taken everything out that was on the floor and put it in the living room. So my living room was wall to wall, literally full of stuff. And then once I got shot that video and cleaned up the room, you know, I just like, damn, I got to push all that shit back in there. And I did. So yeah, it's crazy. So this is probably going to be how I'm going to be setting up for the time being. And Super Gabby, you already know. What do you always say? You already know, Paul. Who saw the Fury Wilder fight? I didn't, but I heard that Wilder got knocked out. A lot of people were clowning him for it, but then a lot of people were also defending him. It's like, look, dude, that guy had I think he had like 41 knockouts and like a couple of losses in a tie, and then everybody's like jumping off his bandwagon because he lost one fight, you know, due to a better boxer, and hey, it is what it is. Reason why I haven't done a tour. Well, I'm still waiting on your tour, you know, Hector. Hey, Dondi, what's going on? That was a great fight, start to finish. I bet it was. A lot of people were saying good things about it, you know. But at the end, you know, the better man won. Oh, Gypsy King. Yeah, Hector, this is what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and flip this around. See, look, I know it's like full of stuff, like wall to wall, stuff behind there and everything. So it's like crazy. So all that stuff, you know, that's not even half of it. I just only showed like a little piece of it. Wild. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Um, Another thing I picked up to add to my Godzilla collection is this Bandai Gorosaurus from 1968. So very happy that Playmates is actually starting to dabble into other figures. I'm also looking for this Rodan right here. He peg warms, so I'm in no big hurry to get him. Even though I do need to add him to the collection. I don't need a Burning Godzilla because I already got the NECA version, so that's good enough for me. So I do want Rodan, and I'll eventually get him. If he goes on clearance, I'll pick him up. But I know these two will go fast. So I got really lucky to get him. So you're probably wondering what kind of dinosaur Gorosaurus is. Well, I guess you could say he's an Allosaurus. He's no T-Rex because judging by the arms, look. So, but yeah. I do want to do an unboxing of this guy later on, so to add him to the Godzilla show. And the stuff that you saw here in the living room, I didn't in my collection tour. Um, I didn't show you what was in the bedroom and what was in the living room. So I've got tons more stuff. Like this is just what's in the room in general. That's not including my movie collection, my WWEF DVD collection, not including the rest of my Jurassic Park stuff and my other retro has Mattel's retro Hasbro figures that I have, and then all my Godzilla collection that's and also it's in the living room. So there's a lot more to it than what I just showed in that video. I just wanted to show y'all what I have currently set up in this room, and that's on the wall and stuff, you know. And there's a lot more shit coming. Don't worry. Also, but if y'all haven't watched that video, my toy room video, please do. You know, I think y'all will really like it. You know, so that way you can have an idea of what I have going on here and what I collect and things like that. So please check that out if you haven't already. So yeah, so very excited to have a Gorosaurus in my collection, and I did get a couple more McFarlane stuff. I did finally find Batman Beyond figure, the one with the mouth. So this is the one that was at Target, and so very excited to have him in the collection. So, like I mentioned before, I'm done with McFarlane's bath sets because half the time I can't find half the shit. So if I can't get the whole set, I'm not even gonna bother with it. So individual figures is fine, you know, depending on the characters. And then I of course got this heavy sucker right here, Grodd. So very happy. He was actually on sale. I got it for like $12, I think, at the store. Like when I scanned it, it came up there, but then when I checked it out in the front, it was like $20. So I I told the lady about it. Luckily I took a picture of it, and she saw it and she sold it to me for $12. So yay! So very happy to have that. Prefer the gold armor. I know they got one with the silver armor, but this one's the better one. So this, if you got any of the Planet of the Apes figures, this would go good with them. You know, you don't necessarily have to use them as Grodd. You can use them as part of your army builder for Planet of the Apes, especially if you missed out on the one that uh, Luca, the gorilla. He goes for like $100. You know, so this could be your Luca right here. So got those. And of course, y'all know if you got see my posts. So I got this big fucker right here, the Violator. Now I've had a lot of people tell me to do a review on this guy, which I will, you know. So, but I had this scheduled first, so I'm just going to do the live first, and then after that, then I'll do a review on this guy. So this is a big, beefy, heavy ass figure. I do have those McFarlane movie figures that are about this size that came in the same style packaging. I just love the fact that McFarlane is actually bringing out and bringing back these kind of style of boxes because you don't see these anymore. Like very few companies are actually having window box, you know, retro stuff like this. You know, I mean, this is awesome. You know, nowadays we're so used to seeing packages that expose the figures and stuff, and that's just ugh. But I get why they do that. It's because of the fact that they want kids to kind of get a feel of the toy first before they purchase it, which is fine. But as you all know, we know what happened with the LeBron James figures that are opened out, those big figures, and they're missing heads and stuff. So time to go back to the stuff like this. So kudos to McFarland and Leonard and all them for having window box packaging. Let's see where we at. Hide your Hulks. Dawn of all toys is here. Elite says, man, it's too much work, brother, one day. Yeah, it can be. Brad says, I've been doing some major house cleaning and collection organization for the past few weeks. Well, that's good. Hopefully one day we'll see a collection video from you, Brad. Matt Slam 13 said, I just sold a mask hurricane that you have in your hand uh, in your background. Oh, man, that's awesome. I hope it went to a good collector. Yeah, I love that mask. One of my good friends, one of my best friends in the community, sent that to me. Shout outs to Tattoo Toy Hunter. Yeah, I hope so too, Dondi. I hope they do release it too. Thanks, Brad. Thanks for watching the toy video. Appreciate it. Jed said I watched the collection video. I'm still waiting on the package from you with all the stuff you can't display it in. Like I said, I'll be more than happy to display your stuff for you. Aw, appreciate it, Jed. Gary says you can buy those bat figures on McFarlane's website. Yeah, I know, but uh, I'd rather go find them out in the wild. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, TikTok what made that shit famous? That was what a TikTok thing, and yeah, and then they started to lock them up in cabinets and stuff. Well, by then, it's too late. All right, so let's see what we got next. I did pick up a Luchasaurus. Had to Luchasaurus, dinosaurs. What could go wrong, right? You got a giant man that's dressed up as a dinosaur as part of his gimmick in AEW. Gotta love it, right? He used to be part of NXT for a while, for a little bit. Then they cut him, and then uh, made a name for himself in the indie circuit, and decided to take his talents elsewhere. And AEW landed him. I do want to. I might get Jungle Boy. It would only make sense. I'm not sure yet. But hey, he's Luke Perry's son. Might as well just add him to the mix, right? But I mainly bought him because I wanted him to go with my giant T Rex. Just have him sitting on top of a Tyrannosaurus Rex and just ride along, right? So we will be opening him up in a little bit. Put him aside. Uh, I bought this a year ago, so I want to open this guy up too. Got him on clearance for $10 a year ago. I even I just opened up my Sam figure, my Ultimate Sam figure from Trick or Treat, and he's out on display on my coffee table along with my other horror stuff. It's Halloween, man. It's October, so you gotta display your stuff, right? So I do want to open him up. You know, cool figure to do. We'll save that for here in a second. So, as y'all know, gotta bring out the big boy. Now, this packaging is not as big as the Legacy Collection Brachiosaurus. It's probably like, I want to say half the size, maybe a little bit smaller. But uh, the toy is about just as big, if not a little bit longer. And the way I've seen a couple of reviews on this guy too as well, and the way he is packaged, um, it's pretty unique. So I will open him up soon, just not today. You know. Let me grab something real quick. I'm gonna show y'all. So here is the Brachiosaurus. You see how big this guy is? So you can imagine how big that Apatosaurus is. So it will look good right next to it. So, takes up a lot of real estate. So how's everybody's weekend going? I worked last night. I fell at the job. I was getting inside one of my machines that I run to do some cleaning, and I slipped and banged my whole shin, and that thing swelled up like a balloon, and I busted it open a little bit. So, hey, Brandon Looney Tune fans, 2000, thanks for joining. Yep, Harry is on TikTok. Yeah, Harry, he was in NXT. So, all right. So that's okay. That's some of my purchases. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of mail call. So the first thing I wanted to open up is I got a small package and just a little bitty thing, and I wanted to save this to open up with you guys live. So that's what I'm doing. And I bought a set of accessories for a figure that I have. Only figure I have of this line. Hopefully one day I'll find more. Um, I got this figure at Retro Madness in Fort Worth. That's where I met up Uber Hulk for the first time. And I met him again, met up with him again the second time around recently. So I found this figure there, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to get a good deal on this again, so I might as well just go ahead and hop on it now. So, let's see. All right. So this is the package right here of the accessories, and it says 1989 Mattel Food Fighters Mean Wiener. Gotta love a name like Mean Wiener, right? So this is Mean Wiener that I had picked up at Retro Madness in Fort Worth, Texas, and so I was real excited to because I've never had these as a kid that I can recall. I'm sure I probably could have remembered, but so I got him. I've had him for a while, and the only accessory he came with when I got him was the hat. So I was looking on eBay one day and came across an auction, and I really didn't think I was going to get it. So here's the little baggie, and so here is the accessories that I got. So here is his backpack, and here is his gun. ARV, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. So I finally have my Mean Wiener complete. So bear with me. I'm trying to peg his backpack in. So super excited to finally have a complete Food Fighters. Never thought I would have a complete one, let alone have one in general, because they're so expensive. So when you see a good deal, and if that's what you collect, or with anything in general, just hop on it, man. So there you go. Wow. This is so amazing. I actually have a complete Foo Fighters in my collection. I know that may not be much to some of you guys, but to me, to be able to have a complete of something that's kind of like sought after and a little pricey in the aftermarket is a big thing for me, especially if you find out. And I'm not afraid to admit that I did pay $25 for these two pieces, and that's actually pretty good. That's actually really cheap, you know, for for accessories for something like this. And so that really made my day when I won that auction. especially to have to go with this guy. So that was an exciting bid for me that I won. So one of the better bids that I've won over the years that I've been hunting on eBay. Because you remember when I used to, in the beginning of my channel, it used to be about movies and stuff, but then it kind of turned into an eBay channel where I just only thing I did was just showcase what I want on eBay, and then it turned into what it is now. So, but anyways, so yeah, my complete mean wiener. Wow, so happy. So anyway, so yeah, that's my little eBay purchase that I wanted to share with you guys. So wanted to share you my joy with y'all. Let's see. Let's go back to the comments and see where we are at. Thanks, RV. Yeah, man, that Violator was a fine. I wasn't looking for anything. Actually, no. I actually when I found the Violator, I went there looking for a particular Jurassic World set, and they didn't have it. So I naturally would go to the electronics, just like all of excuse me, like all of us collectors do, to look at the collectibles. And first thing I saw, bam, Violator was just sitting right there. I was like, holy shit, I need that in my life. So I did. I got him in my life. That Violator is sick, I must admit. Yes, it is. Oof, hitting the shin sucks. Brings tears to your eyes instantly. Hope it heals quickly, bro. Well, it didn't really start doing anything till after the fact that it happened, because my supervisor and one of my coworkers saw it, because I was it was like regular routine, because I work at a soup factory called Blount Fine Foods, and we produce a lot of soups for HEB, Panera, and among other companies. And being a fill operator, you run those little 16-ounce soups cups, cup line. They call it cup lines or whatever. But anyway, so after so often you have to spray out the bottom of the filler, so you can get all that burn, because around the top edges it burns, when it sits, when it's not being in use for a period of time. So, anyways, make a long story short, like I said, regular routine, climbing in there, and then my when I set my left foot down, that's when it slipped. And when it slipped, I kind of fell like a little bit. It was just a slight fall. It wasn't anything major. I didn't really like bust my ass or nothing, but it was just uh, as a slip, and it fell, and then my right shin hit the side of where the lanes were, and then it busted up pretty good. It bled a little bit, but it wasn't anything that serious. And then probably like a couple hours later, when I left, that's when I really felt the pain and pressure. And then when I got home, and then when I looked at my leg, it was like a balloon. The front part looked like a balloon. It was pretty gruesome. The swelling went down now, so I mean it's not bad like that no more. The only thing that's swelling is where I busted open the shin area. So, but other than that, I'm fine. I just took a little bit of ibuprofen to reduce the swelling and stuff, and then cleaned it up with antiperspirant and stuff like that. Just regular routine to treat stuff like that. But other than that, I'm fine. So appreciate it, guys. So I'll live. All right. Let's see. Where are we at in the comments? Vintage stuff always hits close to my heart. Yes, sir. Congrats on completing the Food Fighters. Appreciate it. Vintage is where it's at. Love that old plastic. So do I. I've got a bunch of it behind me. Those toys were amazingly endearing childhood. Yes, they don't make them like they used to. Mean Wiener is for Mean Dave. Yes, sir. Food Fighters are awesome. Don't own any, but they are cool. Private pizza is my favorite. I could use some pizza right now. That sounds so good. All right, and okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next mail call. Now, this was one item that I had pre-ordered just before I had to go out to California to bury my or pay my respects for my brother-in-law, and yeah, I think it was probably like maybe a week before, or maybe it was like after. I can't remember, but it was sometime in July, June or July. Um, Whenever this pre-order went up. So it is a San Diego Comic Con, and it's a Jurassic World stuff. And I forgot to sign up for the website or make an account or log in or whatever because here recently I just noticed that people were starting to get their package in and they were letting everybody know they got it and stuff. And like, well, shit, where's mine at? So when I made my account to log in, it said being prepared or hasn't been prepared. Your Barbie collection hasn't been prepared yet, and I'm like, wait, what Barbie collection? So apparently, uh, I don't know if it was a mistake on that end or if it was just yeah, that's just how it was said or whatever. But apparently, I had paid for a Barbie collection, which wasn't the case because I had my receipt and I just quickly emailed them and said, "Look, man, I'm trying to track my order. I don't know if it was delivered or not because I just finally made my account to track it, and it says that I had ordered a Barbie thing, and which I didn't. So I included a picture that I had ordered this San Diego Comic Con set, and never heard back from them. But then, like that next day, after I probably sent it out, I was uh, um, I was taking the trash out for that Monday. I think it was a Sunday night when I did that to set the trash cans out to be picked up Monday morning or afternoon. And I saw this package and it said made Patel Creations. I was like, oh shit, this might be my Barbie order. Sure enough, it wasn't. So thankfully, they did not send me no Barbie shit. So this is a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, and real happy about this. I missed out on the first two. I really wanted the Dennis Nedry Barbasol can set, and because he comes with his Hawaiian shirt and his little cake briefcase and Barbasol can, you know, and he is packed inside an actual Barbasol can. This isn't it, but this is the thing that he was packed in, and his accessories was a little piece of cake with the whipped cream on it on a plate, his money bag, and his little Barbasol can, and he's in his Hawaiian shirt. And I thought that was the coolest thing, so I tried to get that, but wasn't able to. And then the first one that they did was the John Hammond set, when it has the little triangular packaging, the doors open, to the gates. It has Hammond with his little hatchery thing with the little baby raptor. But didn't get that. Had another opportunity to get it, but didn't get a chance to get that. But eventually, I was able to get a Hammond in the pack with the Raptors and the banner and all that stuff. So that was my first live video that I did, was open up that stuff, with the Legacy Collection stuff. So, and then I had the Nedry with the Jeep. So very happy to have those. So I do want the Barbasol thing, but I don't have to have the hatchery thing. So, but anyway, so here is the packaging for this, and so the cool thing is, this is somewhat this is a deleted scene that we didn't get to see in the film. So, and the reason why this scene wasn't shot was because I think they actually had an actual hurricane in production, and it kind of ruined some things, and they wasn't able to shoot it. So we didn't find out how he died. So if you know what I'm talking about, this is the Ray Arnold final scene. So technically, this is like, I guess you could say it's a deleted scene in toy form. So let's open up this flap.
3 minutes, I can have power back on the entire park.
So how cool is that? So we get, not only do we get a Sam Jackson Ray Arnold figure, we get a raptor that looks like he's been grilled. Looks like grilled chicken. Look at that. Grilled chicken. But we get this little stand playset right here, and we just press this little button.
Theoretically, yes, but we've never shut down the entire system before. It may not come back on at all. Hold on to your butts. 3 minutes, I can have power back on the entire park. No, that's crazy. You're out of your mind. He's absolutely out of his mind. Theoretically, yes, but we've never shut down the entire system before. It may not come back on at all.
How cool is that? That is so awesome. I did watch a few reviews on this thing, and a lot of people were so deathly afraid to open a pack to take this out and unbox it, which it's understandable because it is a beautiful packaging. Look at that. So, but after watching at least like a dozen, after watching a dozen reviews, I figured out a way to go ahead and be able to take these guys out and be able to salvage this thing. So, I will do a video on this. So, that way I'm able to take this grilled chicken raptor out with Ray Arnold and this little stand playset, and you can still be able to, you can still put everything back in if you want to. You just won't have all this stuff right there. But anyway, so, but yeah, this is how awesome. What do y'all think about this? And this thing is super cool. So I'm anxiously waiting to do a review of this. So so be on the lookout for that. So that way I can properly open this up and do a proper review. So that way y'all can have something to enjoy. So, but yeah, that those two were my little mail calls. So I was able to get an official San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set to go with my Legacy collection, and I was able to complete a vintage Food Fighters. So that's sounds like a win for me. All right, let's see. RB says very cool. Brad says, say what again? I know, right? Yeah, it is a super set. I really like it. You know, I hate to open it, but I have to open it, and so because it can go with my rest of my collection. Because you gotta have all the main characters. Jed said, that's cool. That's the only set I wouldn't demand you to open it. Yes, it does. It does display real nicely in package. But, all right. Let's open up some figs, because that's what I promised y'all. I want to open up some figs. So, we are going to start off with Luchasaurus. So, while this is a nice packaging, there's no way this is not a collector's friendly packaging. Because you basically have to destroy this thing just to get these guys out. Because that's what I did with my Young Bucks that I opened up. You basically had to ruin the package. So, but yeah, Luchasaurus. This is what is this? Series 5. I know most of y'all don't know who any of these guys are, but Jon Moxley, and then you got Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, and Adam Hangman Page. He was mostly known for Ring of Honor. Kazarian wrestled, made a name for himself in TNA or Impact Wrestling. Of course, Jon Moxley, everybody knows him as Dean Ambrose in the WWF. Scorpio Sky, he made a name himself in Ring of Honor as well. Like I mentioned before, he was Luchasaurus. He was with the NXT for a little bit, and then Jungle Boy. That's Luke Perry's boy. That's his son. Rest in peace, Luke. For those who don't know, that is Luke Perry's son right there. So he was. They were big wrestling fans, and he decided to go ahead and become a wrestler. So doing well for himself. Still a young kid. He's probably like in his early 20s, like 22, 23. So he's got a big career ahead of him. Let's go ahead and get Luchasaurus out. This packaging and yeah, see, you pretty much got to destroy this thing because the way it is, it's like it's glued. It's like literally glued because a lot of times this stuff isn't. Because there is no opening seam. Because even though there is a cut on the side where you can open it on the side, but you literally have to kind of fuck up the rest of the package. So, anyways. So we got Luchasaurus right here. So that is double hands. Sweet sounds of release. Okay. All right. Luchasaurus. Gotta love a name like that. Has to go into my collection because one, who doesn't want a dinosaur man? Looks like we got some. Looks like we got some plastic down here. I guess that's just to help. Apparently we got like a lot of this plastic right here behind this belt. So I am assuming that was just to kind of help from paint rubs. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know why they added that. I'm just guessing that's why they added it. But anyways, so finally was able to get it out. There we go. So here is Luchasaurus. There you go. Very cool. Really love the details, especially in the mask area. I don't know how well y'all could see that, but trying to not. There we go. That might be a little bit better. So you can see all the little scaling details that's in the mask and stuff. So very cool. And this is made by Jazzware for those who don't know or didn't know. So Jazzware actually improved a lot better on their figures when it comes to their wrestlers in UFC. Never didn't pick up any of the UFC fighters. I know the first series that they put out, the scaling was way off. It was really small and it just looked really tacky and ugly, and a lot of people didn't like that. So, but then I think the second series that they put out, I've only seen like maybe two or three of them, but they're a lot bigger and better in scale. With the rest of the figures that can go and scale with wrestlers and stuff, as far as like their height difference and stuff and things like that, to try to be more efficient. But he is a big figure, and really like his outfit. There's his feet. He doesn't wear any boots or anything because he's supposed to be a dinosaur. What do you expect? So really do like all the tattoos, the tattoo work and stuff. That looks really great. Look at that. Did a phenomenal job with him. So very happy to have him in my collection. Even though I know I said that I wouldn't really go down this hole, but I guess technically I have. Because well, first of all, the first figure I got was a gift. You know, it was gifted to me. None other than Harry Sandman Vlogs. He's the one that gifted me my first AEW figure, and so if I had one brother, I had to go get the other brother. So I had to go get. I had to complete my Young Bucks set, and then several people said, "Well, if you got the Young Bucks, you need a Kenny Omega." Yeah, true, but I've seen Kenny Omega a few times out in the wild, but I've never really picked him up. So I guess I really didn't need him that bad. But I knew for a fact I did want the Luchasaurus. So really happy about that. So I'd probably more likely probably just go get Jungle Boy just to have him with them. You know, why not? It's gotta have Jurassic Express, right? That's the name of the tag team, Jurassic or group. Because there's another one. There's like three of them. There's like him, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. That makes up the Jurassic Express team. So very cool, very nice. So one. There we go. I would do this. So here is a vintage, definitely dinosaurs Triceratops, and we'll let him ride it. What do you think? So very cool. Love it. All right. Let me scroll back into the comments again. See what we got going on. He said, look behind you, open up some of those. Never knew that was Luke Perry's son. Cool. Yes, sir. Don't collect wrestlers, but I saw an AEW figure yesterday during my hunt. They look amazing. Yes, they've actually done very well. They've done a real good job. They've come a long way. And they have their hits and misses with all things. All right. So let's see. What can we... Let's check this out real quick. And we're going to check out Ultimate Doc Brown. This box is... Look at this. I wonder why they discounted it. Don't blame them. $20. Don't mind if I do. I won't feel too bad if I kind of fuck this box up even more. You know, because it was already messed up to begin with. So. Alright. Got Mr. Doc Brown out. Right, my father-in-law, he loved Back to the Future. He loved all of them. So in a way, this is kind of like me building this little collection in memory of him. You know, to be honest. Oof, don't want to lose these little bitty accessories. A little bitty envelope. You wouldn't believe how many accessories I've lost this year alone. Not that many, but it's quite enough to, like, I've never found them again. Like I lost an accessory for one of my Star Trek figures that I recently got from eBay. Don't know where it's at. Even when I do this whole room clean, you know, I still haven't found like the 2 or 3 accessories that I lost. And it's amazing. And they probably like fell in a box or something that I don't know about. Because that's happened before, plenty of times. Here's the little map right here. So let's go ahead and quickly put this stuff back in. So it's a little baggy thing, so I don't want to. I don't want to lose that. All right. So let's see. What does he come with? You want to know something stupid? What was it? It was, I don't remember what oh yeah, it was the Sam figure that I had opened randomly. And I was trying to do this. Didn't even realize that there was a thing right here, in front of it. So I'm all trying to dig out like this and stuff. My dumbass was like spent like a good half hour trying to figure out how to. Couldn't understand why, and sure enough, it's because this little tray was covering it. So I learned my lesson on that one. Let's see. Got his goggles. Oop. See, this is what I'm talking about. Something pops out, I'll lose it forever. Luckily, I follow where this thing landed. So we got a wrench. Then we got his alternate hands, and I was about to lose those too. So here is his alternate hands. So, you know, speaking of tunes, I know that NECA did the Bill and Ted. I saw it once, but I didn't pick it up, so I missed out on that one. I know they did the Ace Ventura. Should have picked that up, but I didn't. I saw that a few times. Had several opportunities, but that's on me. And then I would like for them to do the Mask, the Mask animated series figures. That'd be cool. They did that. I know that Toy Island, when they got the license from whatchamacallit, Kenner back in the day. Because Kenner, they made the figures from the movies. And then, so I'm still trying to find these to this day, find a reasonable price, because I don't have any Mask Kenner stuff. So, not the the Mask Kenner movie from the Jim Carrey movie. So, I've yet to find anything from that, that was really affordable. But anyway, so Toy Island did the animated series. They did the re-release of the movie stuff, but they also did what is up with these twist ties? So I'm gonna have to cut this shit. But yeah, I would like to see NECA tackle that. I think that would be a cool thing to do. Which I doubt it though. Alright, these twist ties out of there. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other animated stuff they could do, in that kind of style, since they did Back to the Future ones and all that stuff from the 90s. They should do the Addams Family one too as well, if they can. The one that came out in the 90s. I know Playmates did that. So. Almost done, guys. Sorry, it's taking forever. I didn't realize that these twist ties were going to give me shit. Alright. Finally got it out. There we go. So here is the 1955 Doc Brown. Oh man, this thing's stiff. I remember watching Plastic Cannibals, not Plastic Cannibals, Plastic Addict George. I was watching him. He was opening up his Defenders of the Universe figures, the Phantom. And the way he did it, it made me laugh because of the fact that he was like, yeah, a lot of people were complaining about the figures and stuff. And he was like, man, it's all about the articulation. It's all about how you do it. And he was just like, He was just doing all kinds of stuff and got it posed with no problems. And I'm just like, damn, he had the magic touch. I just wish I could be able to do that. Hey, Emily, what's going on? Thanks for joining. It's just like I love NECA and their figures and stuff, but I am super bad at posing. I cannot pose for shit. The tries I made, I could spend hours and hours. My wife was like, "Oh yeah, it takes a lot of practice, just like anything else. I'm like, oh, I suck at posing. And so whenever I get my NECA shelves put together, because I got all the turtle stuff. I got the Gremlins and Back to the Future and all my Godzillas and stuff. Godzilla's one thing because there's not a whole lot you can to pose with when it comes to him. But when it comes to characters and stuff, and it's just like, ugh, I just can't do it. That's why I like simple stuff like 5 POAs and shit. Let's see what we got here in the chat. I scored Doc Brown at Walmart for $11. I won another one on YouTube giveaway. Awesome. Hell yeah. All right, Jed. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. I've never seen the Bill and Ted animated figure set at any stores. I want that set. Yeah, I only saw it once, and I should have picked it up when I saw it. I didn't think that it was going to be. I thought it was going to peg the shelves like the Back to the Future ones did. Well, I was wrong, But anyways, so yeah, this is my Doc Brown. Now I just need to get me a Marty and just kind of work my way up. So I know that now NECA is doing a good job of trying to re-release everything that they released. They just re-released all the Karate Kid stuff. I saw those. Didn't pick any of them up. I just know that the Danny LaRusso figures that NECA made just weren't that good looking. They just look awful. The only person that they actually got right, like officially 100%, was Mr. Miyagi, and that was when I saw him all the time. He was like a peg warmer at the time. Him and Johnny, and with the skeleton outfit that he wore, on Halloween or Halloween party, whatever it was, that little party that he had. So, anyways, yeah, looking good, Doc. His busted up head. So, but anyways, yeah, that's my Doc Brown. Such an amazing figure. Let's see how he scales with Luchasaurus. They are 7-inch figures, so it should be. I'm sure in reality, Luchasaurus would be about probably this big. He's pretty tall. He's a big man. And Christopher Lloyd, he's a little bit smaller, so he'd probably be like about that size. That's about right, in real life. But awesome. So anyways, let's go ahead and run through the chat real quick. See what else we got going on. Mr. Nichols, what's going on? Appreciate you joining. Wish NECA would release Karate Kid figures in their Ultimate lines rather than their retro me. Oh yeah, yeah, because all their releases was cloth goods. They all had cloth goods. So I think that's all it was. We didn't get any kind of Ultimate stuff. All it was cloth goods releases. They were like what, $35? Cloth goods are not cheap. That's why I never bought any. Because I know that NECA is releasing the Tiffany Chucky 2-pack for the Bride of Chucky film. And they're in cloth goods because I know before they released a couple of years ago, they had a 2-pack and it comes with loads of accessories. And now they have the cloth goods release and not very many accessories. I think Chucky has like an alternate head and maybe an accessory or two, and that's it. But you're right. Ultimate editions, they come packed with shit. Cloth goods not so much. But other than that, let's go ahead and open up one more figure, and then we will call it a day. So, just want to I appreciate everybody that has stopped by, that came in and joined me on this live. It seems to me, even though I think the most people I've gotten was like what 8 that I saw that I've seen. So I don't know because I'm using this YouTube thing, and I'm not on Zoom or the other thing that we use. Keeping this box. This is a good box. The one that I had with Doc Brown is just it's trash. There's no point in keeping it. But yeah, here is the Pennywise. But again, like I was saying earlier was, like I said, I do appreciate everybody that stopped by, and to me, having about 8 people, for me, that's a success. So like I said, I appreciate and thank everybody that actually stopped by to say hello, stuck around for a little bit to chit chat, watch me go through my haul and mail call and all that fun stuff. So again, thank y'all so much, So I guess it really does help to put out reminders, and set a time so people can know if they're interested in joining. So, because like I said, last stream I did, I almost gave up on it because I only got like maybe one person. And within like 20 minutes, I think it sucked. I'm not gonna lie. So, and then finally, Brad came in, and then he saved the day along with a few other people. As soon as I was about to shut down, I was going. That's when everybody piled in because at that time that was just a last minute deal. I knew that was probably going to happen, but I was holding out hope. But anyways, enough about that. Again, thank you to everybody that actually took the time to join me today. So from now on, I will do set a reminder since I know how to work that. Anyways, have y'all seen I'm pretty sure y'all have, but I'll ask anyways. Have y'all seen the remake of it, parts 1 and 2? If so, what did you think of it? Or what were your thoughts or anything? I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the films. It pretty much like the actual book. They actually got most of it right this time. I love the original, the Tim Curry version too. But that was a different take. That was made for television. That was a different time. That was what that version came out in 1990, I think. So, yeah, that was pretty much made for television. So, this one, yeah, it was like really dark, fast, really in the nitty gritty. So, and this was on clearance, so I had to pick them up. $10 all day, every day. Why not? Pennywise. Now, will I go out and get every single Pennywise? No, I don't need every single one. But the only other one of this that I would like to have, that I saw a few times, I guess you could say I missed out on it, is the one that comes with all his arms that come out like that. The arms that come out with like the spider thing. Is that tattoo or toy hunter that I've seen? Let me see. My eyes are deceiving me. Hey, what is going on, Kevin? Kevin, you late to the party. Opened up a bunch of stuff you missed out. Hopefully you'll be able to rewatch everything. So, also found one of those Pennywise figs at Walmart for $11, but I traded it. Cool. Need a Neck and 90s Pennywise. Yeah, I need to get one too. Those are easy to find. So Pennywise ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I want that party wagon too. Kevin, send me that party wagon and that Ecto one. That was an awesome find, Kevin. I know you was excited to see that all up, both of them out in the wild. Both of them out in the wild. That's like insane. All right. Now the main draw of this is really cool. I really like this piece. If I can get it out. See, they actually taped this. Now this one, when this came out, they actually taped it. The other stuff that was like in trays. And I guess that's why I was like having a hard time getting it out, because it was in a tray covered up with a piece of plastic and nothing, thinking it was tape. But this is Georgie's arm. Pretty gruesome. You can tell that NECA spared no expense when it comes to their accessories and in the gory details of certain things. So that's a pretty cool looking arm. So you gotta have Pennywise holding that arm. So this is the balloon. I love dairy. Very cool. Damn it! I thought I had all the twist ties done. I guess not. Kevin, how's everything going with you? How's work going? I'm sure it's a pretty busy day for you. How was your days off? Did you find anything cool? Whatever you found, send it to me. I'm kidding. Alright, so let's go ahead and take Mr. Pennywise out. There we go. Alright. Who doesn't love a bloody Pennywise? So we got the little hand with the fingers, with the can hold the balloon. I'm really glad I got this. Now they did a year. Like I said, I bought this a year ago. That's when I picked up my Sam, and that's how I got Kevin's Sam figure. Took me a year to send it out to him, but hey, at least you got it now. But yeah, they had a part 2 it too, and Pennywise, and I missed out on that one. It was $10, so buck. So they had a lot of Sams though on clearance, Love all the bloody details and stuff. So this would be a sweet display. This is going to go in the living room with all my other horror stuff. I also got a horror shelf coming too as well. So just I do have some McFarlane stuff that I want to open up, like the Movie Maniacs, because like Bubbles like yellowed and stuff, so it's like beat up and it's like ugly. So I would like to. The only ones I got from Movie Maniacs from McFarlane is the Thing, and what you call it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface from the first film. Now, that's another figure I wanted to find that I can't find, is the MacReady, the Ultimate Edition MacReady figure from The Thing. So that's another one I need. So that's a franchise that they're dabbling in. So if we get a MacReady and then we get all the rest of the main cast and some creatures, shit. This is really cool. I really like this a lot. Let's see if we can't get him to hold his balloon. Let's see. Wait. Did they not put a hole in that thing? Oh, okay. It looked like it did. They didn't puncture the hole in there so you can slide the balloon in. Maybe it's the angle that I was. Yeah, it's like a piece of plastic that's like in the way of this thing. I can't. It's like there's a hole, but there isn't a hole. You know what I mean? Anyways, we'll mess with that later. I don't want to spend too much time. Y'all just watching me just trying to stick a balloon in a hole. But here's George's hand. So there's his arm right there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, boy. Let's see what we got in the comments. Let's see. Oh, gravitational time vortex. Welcome. Stuck at work, finally getting a break. I'll watch again. Watching the Pine Gap Defiant Space Reach. Thank you. I found the party wagon, but I left it behind for the next collector. Oh. Just won a Toonami Futurama Bender Rodriguez. Sweet. Yeah, I need that retroactive one too, Kev. Nice. Same. No place to put them, but I need them. I hear you, Dondi. No room, but I need them. Guts to have it. Oh, Toonami Futurama figures are awesome. I'm still missing a few. No luck on my days off. Yeah, I love Futurama and just enchantment. Watching them all over again. I love to see the same some characters from Airwolf. Yeah, that would be a nice line to tackle. I'm surprised they didn't make any. As popular as the first 2 or 3 seasons were. I heard that the fourth. I never watched the fourth one because I heard it was really bad. Theoretically, psychiatrist loves toys as well. Hell yeah. Anyways, so here is Doc Brown along with It or Pennywise. So, yes, sir. Hey, Kevin, just a little recap. I knew you probably would be interested in this. So, I did open up my eBay purchase. Finally got accessories for my Mean Wiener backpack and the gun and everything. $25. That is cheap. I mean, $25 is a lot for little pieces of plastic like this. But to complete a vintage Mean Wiener, yeah, boy, that's what I'd pay that all day, every day, just to get the accessories. So he is complete. So I'm really happy about that. So hopefully I'll be able to add a few more. So got this hat and his pistol in his backpack. Yes, sir. Well, guys, I think that about wraps it up. Again, I just want to thank everybody for joining. Those who are just joining and people that stopped by for a little bit just to say hello. So that means a lot to me. So again, I appreciate it. This live stream was a success in my eyes because I had a lot more people come join. And I think it's just because, hey, Fred, what's going on? Yeah, you can watch the replay if you want. I appreciate it though. I pretty much opened up everything I wanted to open up, Fred. So I'll do a quick recap. Let me go ahead and do that. Just to be fair, because y'all actually took the time to come join me. So let's do a little recap before I get going. So for those who for just joining. It's only fair, you know. Y'all took the time to actually get on and watch. So that alone. So one of the things I did show is that I did pick up is IG-11. So I did pick him up to go to my Mandalorian collection. I do keep these mint on card. So the only ones that I'm looking for, I have all of them except for two. So the only ones I'm looking for is the Armorer and Moff Gideon. So I do need to have them for the collection. And I know that they got the retro style ones, but they're not easy to find in my area. And I wanted to have the whole set. So I don't want to buy something if I can't complete the whole set, you know. So the next thing I got is this Shadow Warriors 2-pack. Just a little recap on this story. A nice gentleman that at the location I went to for these the set, he popped out of nowhere, you know, because I was in electronics looking at the Pan's Labyrinth, a 2-pack with Ophelia and the goat. And he just said, "Hey, you looking for this?" Just like randomly. And I was like, "Yes, I am," to my surprise. And he was like, "Well, I already have this set. I don't need it." And I texted my friend if he needed it and he doesn't collect this stuff. And and I wanted to pay it back since I already had the set. So here you go. So it was like a random act of kindness. Like a collector came through, got this for somebody that thought he might like it, and he didn't want it, and so he let me have it. So I just thought that was really amazing. Hey, Night Walker, thanks for joining. You caught me in time for the recap because I was about to hop off, you know. But since y'all took the time to get on, I think it's only fair for me to recap everything that I showed off. So then, as far as McFarlane goes, I did finally find the Target exclusive Batman Beyond with the mouth. So happy about that. And I got this Gorilla Grodd, and he was on sale for like $12. He rang up. He rang up for 20, but when I did the price check before I checked out, it was like $12. So very cool. Hey, I'll take them. And you mentioned Nightwalker. You mentioned the AEW figure. I did open up my Luchasaurus, and he goes good with my Jurassic Park stuff. So he's gonna be with my giant T-Rex. Yeah, he's gonna be riding him, you know, on the back of his neck. So, and I probably end up getting Jungle Boy as well, you know, just to complete the team. So just to have Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus would be an awesome fit in my Jurassic Park collection, especially with those big giant dinosaurs that I have. Did a real good job with that, you know, I thought. So, and let's see, let me get all this trash out of there. Good Lord. And here's the big one. Here is the Violator. Now, I did see Gunslinger, Ravenspawn, and Redeemer, but I didn't pick those up. I'm more interested in this guy, and also I want to get the Clown. So if I can find the Clown, then I would be happy. You know, the other guys, out of those three, the Redeemer, Raven, and Gunslinger, and I think I will get the Ravenspawn. I'm more interested in that one. Oh, Kevin, you don't just want the Clown. You want this guy too as well. Let's not kid ourselves. All right, and then to go with my Godzilla collection, I got him, Gorosaurus, 1968 version. So very happy to add him to the collection. So I do want to get the Rodan I'm looking for him. And Jaguar, I'll get him eventually. I'll probably get him on clearance because he pegged. It's like all the targets I go to. There's like about five to eight, 5 to 10 of these guys just sitting there. So when he's priced down, I'll just go ahead and get him. So I really think that Playmate's done a real good job of doing this. So real happy that they're actually finally putting out other characters for us collectors to go. So because if you remember how ugly when the original they re-released some things and how ugly those things were, especially Shin Godzilla and what was it? There was something else. Oh, it was just Destoroyah and Shin Godzilla, and I think there was like a one other one that was just super ugly. I mean, it was bad, and everybody just thought that Playmates just shit it all over them, because of how bad the quality was. Oh, there were like blue sprites to it, and then the Apatosaurus. So, yes, sir. Look how big this thing is. Now, the box is not as large as the Brachiosaurus. It's a big box. But Brachiosaurus box is probably like this big. So this is probably like half the size. But no, it's not colossal. It's not colossal. It goes in scale. It's the Legacy Collection. So it goes in scale. It's about as big as the Brachiosaurus. It's tall, but it's about a little bit longer. It's just long. So now, if they make colossal brachiosaurs or apatosaurs, that would be like $100 figure. But that's the reason why I got Luchasaurus. So that way he can go colossal T Rex, so he can be his rack. So also, last but not least, I opened up the chair that I. This is my San Diego Comic Con exclusive Ray Arnold set, and you'll see this when you watch the replay. But
Right, rather object. Whatever it did it all. But with the key checks off, the computer didn't find the keystroke, so the only way to find them now is to go through the computer's last code one by one.
All right, Brad, appreciate you joining. So this is what I got from.
Theoretically, yes, but we've never shut down the entire system before. It may not come back on at all. No, that's crazy. You're out of your mind. He's absolutely out of his mind. 3 minutes, I can have power back on the entire farm.
I'll be doing a full review of this set anyway.
Hold on to your butts.
The real chicken, raptor. So I will be doing a full review of that. So but yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all. So hopefully y'all will check out the full review when that happens. And but yeah, that's pretty much my haul that I had and stuff that I opened up, So anyways, well, I got to get going, guys. So sorry I can't stay on a little bit longer. Otherwise, I would stay on a little longer because I haven't ate anything. So I just got up probably about 2 or 3 hours ago. So I need to put some food in my system. And as Fred Hall would always say, time to refuel, And you too, Nightwalker, appreciate you joining. But anyways, again, thanks guys. Thank you for joining. Even if y'all joined late, I just wanted to share with y'all what I picked up real quick and stuff. So, and just in case if you don't catch the replay. So, anyways, thank you guys again. Thank you. I really appreciate the turnout. Thanks to everybody that stopped by. This has been one of the better streams I've had so far. The turnout was phenomenal. again, appreciate it so much. It really means a lot. So now I've learned how to work my community tab from YouTube. I learned how to do the set the reminders and stuff. So now I'll be able to set all that up and remind you guys a few days in advance, so that way y'all can get it. And but anyways, so hopefully, I don't know about next weekend. I don't know what I got going on. I don't think I have anything going on, but depending on I'm gonna try to around two p.m. to probably about the earliest about 2 p.m. The latest probably about 4. So that way it kind of works a little bit, here and there, whatever fits y'all's schedule, whenever we can hop on. But anyways, guys, again, appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up and showing all the love and support. Again, it means a lot to me. And we'll see what we got in store next week. I think, or next time I go live. I might try to. I think I got a few more Jurassic Park stuff I want. Well, I got a ton. I'm going to say a few more. But aside from the reviews that I mentioned, I do want to do the reviews of the Violator because everybody's clamoring for that, and I do want to do a review for the Ray Arnold set. So look out for those. So hopefully I can get those out next week. So it might be a couple weeks before I do another live, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, again, thanks again, and I appreciate all the love and support. And y'all have a good weekend and have a good week. So catch you guys later.